Hello Aquarius, how you doing? Welcome to your energy reading here on the Astroflower, 26th of October through to the 2nd of November. Messages from energy which you can see on our channel came out. The crown chakra and the chakra sequencing, the crown chakra was formidable, absolutely amazing. And it was all about sort of in putting into action the visions that you have from within you. So we have an idea of a vision of a long-term goal, a long-term plan and so forth. But that's what we're aspiring to. And what it was talking about here is putting in the vision in sort of steps that you can do now in order to get you to the ultimate goal. And that's what it seems to be here. It's got to be very much on the here and now and so forth. But the here and now for you is actually, I think it's going to be pretty easy to deal with. Very easy to deal with. What you should be doing is channeling the transition between idea into reality. If we look at your elements, because we also looked at the elements on Cymatic TV where we did the energy update. If you haven't seen that, please do go and have a look. It'd be about my head at some point. Yes, and we were talking about the elements that are coming through at the moment are water, earth and air. Where last week it was water, earth and fire, now it's water, earth and air energy that's coming through. And so that leaves you with the fire energy to really play with. The rest of the stuff, it's going to be fed by the general energies that are around you. And you can see this water and this earth combination that's just below your here and now, above your inner being in your interaction with the world around you. So that seems pretty straightforward. You're certainly getting a sort of physical direction that is implied by the energy that is around you at the moment. But look at where you've got the fire going on within your sign. You've got that in your sort of like in your karmic path and on your relationship side and in the interactions with the world around you. And the most important thing is this fire here that interacts between your past and your future on both your financial side here and on your relationship side. So I think that's the thing that's going to be playing out the most. Really interesting. So it's all about, how you cultivate and how you you transform ideas into reality. Let's just see what's going on with the general energies for you. So let's just connect into the energy now. There's a lot of play actually. There's a lot of you got swagger. When you're walking along, you've got this sort of like. It's this sort of like you're strolling. You're feeling it's. It seems like you should feel confident in who you are and where you're going, basically, and you seem to have a lot of control over it. Yeah, look at that. On your financial side, you get the Ace of Pentacles. This is from within you. I think basically you've got the idea of now of how to take your life forward to the next level. It may not necessarily, as I said, it may not necessarily be there directly in front of you, but you now know the steps you need to take in order to get there. And that changes everything. It gives you something to work at. And that culmination or that synthetic or the synergy of those ideas all coming into one play on your financial side. On your relationship side, look, you get the Two of Pentacles. Talk about being in step. Two of Pentacles is knowing what works. Seeing what works. It's also revealing to you what doesn't work, and I think this is giving you that passionate direction there, which you can play on. It depends upon you, Aquarius, no one else. You're the one that's going to put the energy into this, and you put the passions into the relationships that you wish to cultivate. You're going to get some good returns by the looks of it, very good returns by the looks of it. Okay, so yeah, let's just let's see what's going on the financial sort of side. There's a spiritual awakening of your own success. It's like you're starting to realize what you're capable of, and how, I think you're quite amazed at what you're. Yeah, I think you're quite amazed at what you're capable of. I don't think you're surprised. I just think you're starting to see it really, really clearly within your mind's eye, and I think that's what the Ace of Pentacles is all about. If you're staying true to where you should be going, it looks like it's going to be absolutely hunky-dory. And look at that. On your karmic path, you get the Emperor. The Emperor is, obviously, he controls his empire, but he controls his empire through the physical sense, through the material world. And you are on that karmic path. You are taking absolute control of your destiny, because you're now starting to see very clearly the steps you need to take in order to get to where you're going. In the synchronicities in the world that is around you, you get the Seven of Wands. This is all about that passion, that mutable energy that's coming in there. What is happening here is this is like your networking card, your connection with the outside world, possibilities, opportunities. And yeah, you do have to fight for it to a certain extent, Aquarius. But you're determined more than anything else. And I think this is what is coming into play here. You've got a certain determination that sort of says it stops you wasting your time with certain things, activities or avenues in your life for job, business and projects, because they're wasting your time. Then you're not concentrating on the stuff that's giving you the good returns, or at least is going to the seeds that you're planting that's going to give you the good returns. And from the past, I think you've been waiting for this moment. This moment has been a long time coming, I think. And the plan is in place. The two wands at the back there, they're already in the ground. They're already in place. And there's actually two boats that you might be able to see in the background in that golden sea. The golden sea is sort of explaining to you that, there is gold to be had for you. And it's just a question of how you go about it. And that's maybe what you've been umming and ahhing in the past. And I think that's clearing up with you taking that one wand and kind of really going after it. What's the future holding for you? You get the Five of Pentacles. Now, Five of Pentacles can mean sort of money loss and so forth. It can mean shut out in the cold. That's not what I get from it. Okay, what I get from it here is that you are doing the hard grafting at the moment. So you've got the ideal there out in front of you, but you've got to do the work in order to get there. And I think this is where you need to concentrate on that sort of thing. And I think the Five of Pentacles is not necessarily shutting you out in the cold. I think you're just concentrating on what you're doing. So you may not necessarily be out there pushing all the boundaries. You're there in the process making or planting your seeds for your success. So you may feel that there's not a lot going on, as it were, around you, but there's huge amounts going on within you. And that's the birth of that Ace of Pentacles there. Yeah. How should you engage in life? I think you should engage in a way that, as I said, although things may not be massively moving around you, I think you should have that attitude that you know already your success is due. Your success is coming down the line. And although, you might be, shuffled away concentrating on doing your business or your projects and stuff like, I wouldn't let that get you, the inactivity of things going on around you. I wouldn't worry about it. And so when the moment you engage with someone, with a client, with anybody within your business or your job or whatever it is within your projects, feel that sort of good vibration, feel that certainty of where you're going. And that will flow out in a very sort of simple way, in a very beautiful way that takes off a lot of stress of doing the everyday work more than anything else. Let's just have a look and see what's going on the relationship side. There's a definite passionate direction that you want to take in regards to your relationship, in regards to your friendships, your family, your friends, the people, your soul tribe and so forth. Yeah, there is a mission here that's being proposed to you, or you are proposing one or the other. I think you're taking the initiative to actually start installing what you so wish in life, and what you can get out of it. Yet the Three of Swords, that's in the connection with everything that is around you, and that's where you get that sort of fixed fire in there. It does play a little bit on your emotions. I think what you're doing is very much with the Two of Pentacles. You're seeing which relationships work and which relationships don't work, and some of them it's maybe a bit of kind of like, that's a shame that didn't work. But I think it's actually for your better good, for your greater good, as it were, because it frees you up and allows you to concentrate on the relationships that really work for you. Yeah, there is something there and I think that comes in, that's why I said earlier on with the Two of Pentacles, there is something that it works out as well what doesn't work. And I think that's what you've been working in the past. I think you've realized something in the past is just not working anymore. And this is why, and that realization liberates you. That's why you've got the Knight of Cups there. I think it's liberating you to open up to a brand new thing. And look at that, you get the Hierophant in your future. Yeah, I do think it is a massive realization and change that's going on in your life in regards to relationship side here. I think it is a degree of you taking utter control over what's going on. The Hierophant is also a little bit like the Emperor. He controls the spiritual world through the material aspects of life. It's also a marriage card. It's also religious. It's also a teacher. So I think this is expressing as well your spiritual path in sense of, this sort of attitude or this sort of way of living doesn't really sit up to my expectations. And that's where, you're going to be schooling people by the actions and who you are and what you do. You got the Nine of Wands up the top there within the interaction within the outside world. Yeah, you do need to go off on this journey. You get that ace, you get that 1 wand that you're holding on to, you get the 8 wands in the background, that does the 9 of wands. I think you're realizing you're getting a focal point within your relationship side, which is allowing that passion to give you a direction more than anything else. And it works really well for you, I think. Yeah, it's a definite mission that you're going off on. Look at that. You get the overall combining card, which is the Knight of Swords. There is a real passionate mission for you to go off on. And I think it's giving birth to that passion or that mission this week here. What's the connection between the overriding card on your financial side? You get the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, I think I think your fortunes are changing extraordinarily as you go forward. I think that Five of Pentacles, I really wouldn't worry about. I think it's because you're just hunkering down and getting on and doing it. Yeah, you get the King of Wands. I just wanted to see if there was anything that came out with that sort of Five of Pentacles. You get the King of Wands there. It seems like you actually sitting in your powerful strength. Do not expect everybody around you to sort of like necessarily feed that, because if you're stepping up, other people may not necessarily want you to step up a grade and get the success. So I think you need to really sort of hunker down and get on about converting ideas into reality. And it will bring you, I think it will bring you ultimate success. Ultimate success, especially with that idea of that Ace of Pentacles that is within you. So there you go, Aquarius. A real changing week for you. A week of mixed bags, but overall, I think you've got a huge amount of great potential for you. So there you go. Yeah, don't forget about the energy messages on our channel, and also the energy update and the other videos that we do on Cymatic TV. I'll see you over there for that. Thanking you very much for subscribing, liking, sharing. It's always beautiful to see your comments as well. In the meantime, don't forget, life should be fun, so please do enjoy.